What's up, guys? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I am Scribbles, the artist and crocheter behind Eclectic Scribbles, and we are starting a brand new video, and it's time for us to make some new products. So the end goal is going to be to engrave on these new metal wallets that I have with some of my designs. So the little metal wallets, they are RFID blocking or whatever. You can't get your stuff stolen through here. They open up like this. You put your cards in there and it's a little wallet. You can use this back here as a money clip or to clip onto your person, like on your pants or something like that. But we want to engrave these. Now, these bad boys come from China. Because everything in the world comes from China. Anyways, so these things are not cheap and now affected by 145% tariffs. So yay for that. We're not practicing on that. We bought from... Dude, you're just sitting here farting. He's just sitting here farting, aren't you? Yeah, you did. You farted. You just sat right here and farted in the floor. I know. Stompy feet. I know. You ready? Here we go. There's some scratches for the whiskey. Oh, there's some scratches for the whiskey. I know. Thank you. I love you too. You're doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job. Alright, hop down. Hop down. That's enough scratches. Mommy's busy. Mommy's busy. Mommy's busy. Thank you. Alright. Instead, we ordered a bunch of these, which are metal business cards. And we're going to practice engraving on this before we move to the very, very expensive thing there. This is gold. I got a bunch of different colors. So we've got gold, we've got blue, we've got a pinkish color, silver. We got a bunch of different colors, but I think the gold is my least favorite. So this is our sacrificial lamb for this experiment. Now, because I need this to sit in an exact spot on my machine, I also 3D printed a little holder for it. So we've got a little holder with some specs here. This slides like right into place here, and it's going to sit where it needs to sit, and I can position it properly inside of my machine. But it is also the same size as this, so I can sit this down and we'll be good to go. As far as I know. As far as I know, we should be good to go to engrave this. But we're going to find out. So, I am going to do something maybe super simple to start with and go from there. I just want to see how the engraving process goes, and so let's get started. I want to eventually put our little Sakura design here with our little toasty snipping on them. So that was the design that I had originally planned to put on this first. So we'll see. But practicing on this. This is cheap. Practicing on this first. Let's go. Okay, so we've done 2 passes, and this is why we needed something to practice on, because neither one of them are right. All right, so this is the first pass, and you can see here that there's like 0 detail in this. Well, I mean, there's detail in it, but you have to be on it to see it. And then I changed the settings and rechecked everything in their software to see what we were supposed to be looking like, and then we came up with this. And I think that this is a lot better, but I think we've got it backwards because it needs to be inverted. So I am going to invert. I'm going to invert the design and we're going to reprocess it, which is going to get loud, and see how attempt number 3 comes out. Oh, goodness. Because what we want is for the stuff inside the lines, like here, to be more white, and then this stuff right here to be left alone. So we want the opposite. This is like a negative of what we want. We want the opposite of this, and so we're going to invert the image, and we're going to reprocess it. So I'm going to send you over there to look at how that comes out. So this is what we want, even though it doesn't look like it. This is what we want, but it's got to be, it has to have more depth to it. So all of the stuff that we need is, all the information is there. You can see that now the right colors are in the right spots, like the eyeballs are dark and the body is light. We just need to figure out the correct settings because it's coming through. Let me show you side by side. So inverting the image is definitely the right choice, but we just need to figure out how to invert it and keep all the detail in there. That's going to be the thing. So we need all that detail to pop. So I'm going to go and look up some more settings and see where we end up. So I lowered the settings a little bit on the power, and we're getting closer. So let's turn this one on. This is where we were when we first did it. This is where we are now, and you can see that it stands out a little bit more. It's looking a lot better. So maybe we need to take the power down a little bit further so that we can see the image a little bit better. I'm going to take the power down one more step, and we'll see if that helps. Also, the alignment is like off. Like, we're going to work on this, but it's just off here a little bit. And so I'm going to push the image down a smidge and see if I can't line it up a little bit better. Let's try knocking the power down one more time. All right, my bird is screaming in the background, so I'm gonna try to get through this. All right, this is where we left off, right? So this is where we were, and then I tried to darken the image, like I darkened it in Procreate, and thought that maybe that would help. And we got this. We didn't want this, so you could see how the little vines and stuff are missing. I think it's because I darkened it too much, but the eyes came out like really super crisp on this one. I still like this one more. This one is looking really, really good. It doesn't look good like head on. Like, it's hard to see if it's facing. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell. If you're facing a certain way, it's hard to see. But if you're not facing that exact angle, from every other angle, it looks great. So maybe I'm being too picky. Like, look at this. Like, you could see that, right? So maybe I'm being too picky. All right, so we went from this to this, and then I was like, ooh, too much. So then we went from that back to the original image that I was using, and I just bumped the saturation on it a little bit and bumped the, I think I bumped the saturation a little bit, and I bumped the contrast, and then we got here, which is looking a lot closer to where we were. But I bumped the I think I bumped the contrast all the way up to 50 on this one, and it wasn't quite, I think it was like 25 or 30 on this one. And what happened here is it got a couple of white spots in it where it didn't do anything. Like this looks a little disconnected here. And so I bumped it back down to 40 and darkened the image one little notch. And then this is where we're at. So see what I'm saying? Like if you're looking at it from like the top down, it doesn't really look great, right? But if you're looking at it from the right angle, it looks really, really nice, right? I also got it to come all the way down to the bottom here, and it's more even on both sides, so you could see how it was sort of off a little bit over here, and then this ran off the side, and then it ran off the top here, and then it wasn't, well, I had already fixed it when we got to this one, but it wasn't hitting the bottom here. Well, we fixed that. So now it is hitting the bottom. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good if you're looking at it from the right angle. I think we're really, really getting there. I kind of want to test it. I kind of want to test it on one of these wallets, and then maybe it'd be my wallet. I mean, I need a wallet. I need a wallet. Do I want a black wallet, though, is the next question, because I have this in a couple of different colors, but I think the ones that I got the most of are black. What all colors did I get? I got purple. Shit. I got purple. I got gold. I got pink. I got black, and I got blue. I want to try it on a purple one for me, though. Like, I don't, look at how pretty that is, though. So even if it doesn't come out great, I needed a new wallet because mine is busted at the seams, and it's still cool. It's still cool. It's still my design. I still did it. Let me convince myself that this is what I want to do. Do I want to do it on the purple? I think I do. You want to give it a shot? You want to give it a shot with me? I really like the way that this one came out. I think that this looks pretty dang good. I'm scared. Let's try it. All right, so here are the last things that we've got going for today. This is going to be mine because it's the purple one. And everything came out really, really nice. I hit it twice, and I don't know if I would say that was a good idea or not. I think that it had more detail in it before I hit it the second go round. But as you can see, it was too bright right here. But the actual image is really, 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 really pretty. So I do enjoy that. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I need to darken it like I did before to get that piece to show up. So then I went on the black. Now I darkened it so things aren't quite as bright, but this is what we're looking like on the black. And it's subtle in comparison to the purple, but I think that's to be expected. But it's really pretty. And the vines show up. So I'm like, what do we think? What do we think? Is it just going to be more dark because of the fact that it's on the black? Or is it because I darkened it and now I don't know if I like it as much? From a certain angle, from the wrong angle, which I don't know what the wrong angle is. The wrong angle seems to just be dependent on where your light source is. So depending upon what angle you're looking at it from, it can go either way. But I think it's really pretty. I think it's really pretty. I don't really have any complaints. I don't know if because it's the black wallet, if it's just going to show up darker like that, or if it is because I darken the whole image, that it looks a little bit darker. I did go over this one twice as well. Actually, I think I went over this 3 times, but I lowered the power. I really don't think that either one of those passes did anything. So I think we're going to try one more again tomorrow. We'll try it in like a different color, and we'll see what we look like tomorrow. But these are the 2 tests, and they look really good. Like, this one looks really good. I really like it. So I'm excited about it. I may give it another go with like a different image. But this, I think this is a successful test, though. I think that that's really, really pretty. What do you think about the brightness difference? Let me know down in the comments. It's getting late and I'm done for the day. It's 7 o'clock. I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm going to go do some sketching, I think, and sit on the couch and watch some TV because I haven't done any art. It's been all admin all day, and I'm tired of that right now. All right, you guys. So it has been a couple weeks. I'm not going to lie. I had to step away from this project for a moment, but I did give it one more shot, and this is what we came up with for the settings and everything. I went over this about 3 different times trying to remember what the settings that I wanted were, and in order to get to that process, we kind of discovered a new potential problem, and that is when it hangs over the edge, it's gonna catch our fabric and our closure and our elastic. So we can't have that happening, because then we don't have a wallet anymore. We just have a very expensive little case of nothing. So I'm going to take my green voodoo mushroom design, and I am putting it into the software now. I've inverted it. I don't have anything hanging over the edges, so we'll eliminate that issue. And then I'm going to use the same settings that I used on this one, which was pretty much right. I just needed to get back to where we were for the settings, and we're going to see how that comes out, and then we'll close out this video. So without any further ado, let's hit the start button on this, and we are going to get going and see how our little voodoo mushroom comes out. And if this one comes out well, I may do a couple of other ones, but for right now, we're going to try this one. I'm so terrified of wasting all of this product. That's the main issue. Like, I feel like I'm wasting this product, and they're not cheap little wallets. So anyways, I don't know, but we're going to get started.
내게 한 가지 소원을 묻는다면 사랑이란 것을 목매 딸리지 않게 해줘. 난 그냥 자유롭게 멀리 날아가고 싶어. 가끔 모든 것이 너 잡는 것처럼 느껴지네. 이 세상은 무지개 세겠지만 나는 흑백 속에 살아가고 있게 오직 한 가지만 추구해. 그렇지만 나는 어떡해. 이 노래가 너를 조금만이라도 자유롭게 해준다면 그게 내 마음이야. So darling, won't you fly with me to the rainbow, to the stars of the Milky Way. 보내줄게 all the stars you say. We can make it by the morning.
Oh my goodness, you guys, we did it. We did it. Look at this. So I let you watch the whole process of this coming out. But there it is. It looks fantastic. I love it. I think it could be just a tiniest bit more contrasty, but I'll work on that. That's partially the design. The design isn't very contrasty in general, but look at this. Oh my goodness, it came out great. I absolutely stinking love it. We didn't go over the sides on anything, so our entire wallet is completely protected from any kind of scuff marks or anything like that around the sides. and it looks fantastic. It looks great. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to show you some of the other things that I have been working on. You know how I love my keychains, right? But I'm moving away from acrylic keychains, and I'm moving more into wooden and more sustainable sort of things. So I figured I would show you some of the laser projects that I have been working on, because these are all available in the shop right now. And I think I showed you the admission tickets, but I'll show you those again here in just a minute. But we have got Punch Today in the Face. We have got If You Don't Want a Sarcastic Answer, Don't Ask Me. How cute is that? Nicest Mean Person Ever. And these all come with a split ring and a rotating lobster clasp. There's my husband. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. He always calls while I'm filming. Like, somebody's going to call when I start filming, no matter what it is. All right. So let's move on. I'm not responsible for what my face does when you talk. Cute but psycho, but cute. Swear Because I Care. Hold on. Let me overthink this. This is one of my favorites. The Oh My God, No One Cares. Feeling Kinda I Don't Give a Fuckish Today. Also one of my favorites. It's Way Too Peoply Outside. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. I'm sorry. Did I roll my eyes out loud? I'm Nicer Than My Face Looks. Also me. Definitely have resting bitch face. I Got a Good Heart, but this mouth. Also me. And probably Late for Something. So, those are in the secret shop now, which you can get access to by going over to Patreon and grabbing the link. As long as you are a free or paid member of Patreon, you can get access to the secret shop. In case you missed it, excuse me on my desk. Excuse me. There's something on my desk. I don't know if you can see it. There's something on my desk. Hey, Nibbit. You're on my desk. You're on my desk, Nibbit. You're on my desk. You're on my desk, not my lap. Okay. Anyway, Nibbit, get down here. All right, we've got the admission tickets that are also in the secret shop. This one was out of fucks. We will not be supplies will not be restocked. This is our one brain cell access pass. Our Bite Me voucher. Our Welcome to the Shit Show. That is not it. And our On the Way to Noteville. On the Way to Noteville. Those are the 5 admission tickets that we have so far. I do plan on adding to the collections of both of these, but that is 20 keychains right now. I'm going to be making some more of them soon. There are specific reasons why they don't have characters on them, and why they're more generic in nature. And I'm going to be going into that very, very soon in a video about the difference between conventions. Hi. Hello. The difference between craft fairs and conventions, markets and conventions, and the types of products that I think sell better at each, and why they do that way. So I am going to be coming out with that video for you very, very soon. I've got 2 videos that I need to edit in addition to finishing off this one. So I'm not sure exactly. It'll be a couple weeks from now, but it is coming up very, very soon. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up as well. And put a puppy. Let's put a puppy. Puppy emoji down in the comments if you made it to the very end of this video. I'm really happy with where we ended up on this wallet project. I wasn't sure how today's was going to come out, although I thought I had the settings right, but I'm extremely happy with the way that this one came out. So Yeah, can't complain, can't complain. I have been using my purple one and I stinking love it. So look for those to be coming to the shop very, very soon as well. If you want all of the updates as they come out, then definitely jump over onto Patreon and get the updates. And I have a weekly newsletter that goes out. So if you go to my shop, the first thing that pops up is a little newsletter thing where you can get 10% off of my shop just for signing up for the newsletter. So get yourself a nice little discount and get the newsletter. I'm going to be doing a weekly newsletter. So that is coming up very, very soon as well. Probably starting at the beginning of June, we're going to start the weekly newsletter. So that will also give you a really good, almost up-to-date view of what I'm working on when I'm working on it, but the Patreon gets all of the updates as I'm working on them. So that's the difference between the two. I love your faces. I will see you in the next video. In a couple of videos, a couple of the videos that we have coming up are one on failing businesses and one on designing this yellow and white sunflower bag back here. I'm working on the black one. It's not done yet, so we're going to be designing a sunflower bag together. So if that's something that interests you, stick around. I'll see you in the next video. Say bye, Yoya. Say bye-bye, Lola. Say bye-bye, Lola. Here's a little bit of cuteness for today. Or a little bit of cuteness. Yes. All right. I love your faces so much. Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you.